EA Sports coverage of the NFL. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from. They get set to match up with the Washington football team.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Danny Johnson returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
3rd and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Mayfield with it once more.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb, and the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick,
Touchdown,
an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Mayfield first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Washington 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Browns take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb, and the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
10 at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
Chubb on the carry.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking middle, and that's complete.
Mayfield
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
At the 39-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. it off to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out, and the Browns have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 27.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mayfield with it once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 28 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry again, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. B.J. Good. Take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a throw here, hauled in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Jarvis Landry. It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The 35-yard line.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. He's going to let it fly. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Smith.
Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17,
Terry McLaurin, 42 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Browns 56, Washington 34.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Stevens.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. One last throw here for Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. B.J. Goodson with a pick, and a short return to the 6-yard line.
Washington 40.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about...
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to the sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Although a Jets sweep to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Keenan Allen.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
The Chargers first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Henry Anderson there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Got him in, it's Brashon Perriman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Flacco off play action. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, and a bad throw there.
37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 34. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flacco from the gun. Man open, here is Crowder. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Flacco will take to the air again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
Score Jets 14. Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall. Herbert's pass intercepted.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. It's Eckler again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Third down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jets 14, Chargers 7.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
And 5.
Now it's Flacco. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
48-yard line.
On first down, it's Gore. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Flacco from midfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Flacco sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Complete to Mike.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That was a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
That's the
back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And now here is another interception. picked off by Matthias Farley. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be second down.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Now Flacco on the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson, the intended target. Third down here.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? On the clock, this could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been two scores. The Charger drive about to get going. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a two-possession deficit for them. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Arthur Maulet. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Gore again here on 1st down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 45 on 2nd down. Flacco, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Chargers.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Bootleg, Flacco. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Denzel Mims.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flacco to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.